The dramatic climax arrives when Caleb, searching for painkillers, stumbles upon the concealed DNA test results. This discovery throws him into a state of confusion and suspicion. The implications of Ruby secretly arranging a paternity test are devastating, raising questions about trust, honesty, and the very nature of their relationship. The scene is ripe with dramatic irony. Caleb unknowingly holds the key to a truth that could irrevocably alter their lives, while Ruby is paralyzed by fear and uncertainty. Beth Cordingley, who portrays Ruby, eloquently describes her character's state of mind during this pivotal moment. She's like a deer stuck in the headlights at that moment. This analogy perfectly captures Ruby's sense of vulnerability and helplessness. She is caught in a web of her own making, trapped between the desire for truth and the fear of its consequences. Cordingley further emphasizes the dramatic tension of the scene, highlighting the fact that Ruby herself is unaware of the test results. This unexploded bomb that Caleb holds creates an atmosphere of intense suspense, leaving both Ruby and the audience in a state of agonizing anticipation. The power dynamic shifts as Caleb becomes the sole possessor of this crucial information, leaving Ruby at his mercy. The emotional fallout from this revelation promises to be significant. The question of how much Ruby will ultimately share with Caleb hangs heavy in the air. Will she finally open up about the full extent of her past trauma, including the sexual abuse she endured, or will she continue to withhold crucial details, further damaging the trust between them? The potential impact on the Milligans' marriage is undeniable. The revelation of such a profound secret, coupled with the uncertainty surrounding Steph's paternity, could create an irreparable rift between Ruby and Caleb. The storyline also explores the complexities of Ruby's relationship with her father, Anthony. The flashback episode provided a harrowing glimpse into the abuse she suffered, highlighting the devastating impact of his actions on her life. The fact that Ruby has never revealed the full truth about her father, even when given opportunities to do so, speaks volumes about the shame and trauma she carries. Cordingley points out a significant detail. Ruby has never disclosed to her father that his friend Rob, mentioned in the flashback, is gay. This subtle detail underscores Ruby's unwavering loyalty and protectiveness, even towards a man who has caused her immense pain. This unspoken secret adds another layer of complexity to her character, revealing a deep sense of compassion and a desire to shield others from judgment. The storyline delves into several key themes. The weight of secrets. The burden of Ruby's hidden past and the clandestine DNA test highlights the destructive power of secrets. These unspoken truths create a barrier between Ruby and Caleb, preventing true intimacy and understanding. The impact of trauma. Ruby's experience of sexual abuse has profoundly shaped her life, influencing her relationships and her sense of self. The storyline explores the long-lasting effects of trauma and the challenges of healing. Trust and betrayal. Caleb's discovery of the DNA test raises questions of trust and betrayal. Ruby's decision to keep him in the dark while motivated by fear has nonetheless damaged their relationship. Family and identity. The potential revelation of Steph's true paternity throws into question the very definition of family and challenges the character's sense of identity. This storyline promises to be a powerful and emotional exploration of complex themes. The unraveling of Ruby's secrets will undoubtedly have far-reaching consequences for the Milligan family, leaving viewers to wonder if their marriage can withstand the weight of the past and the uncertainty of the future. The performances of Beth Cordingley and her co-stars will be crucial in conveying the raw emotion and vulnerability of these characters as they navigate this challenging chapter in their lives. The exploration of trauma, trust, and family dynamics will undoubtedly resonate with audiences, making this a storyline turned upside down. The following article contains discussion of sexual misconduct. Emmerdale airs more emotional scenes for Ruby Fox Milligan next week as her husband Caleb finds out about her secret DNA test. Ruby is put on the spot when Caleb stumbles across the results at home and seeks an explanation over what she's hiding. The ITV soap recently explored Ruby's traumatic past as an emotional flashback episode revealed that her father Anthony sexually abused her when she was a child. Ruby suspects that Anthony could be the biological father of her daughter Steph. She has since arranged a DNA test to find out whether the results rule out Caleb as the father or not. Although Ruby has confided in her sister-in-law Chess Dingle with some of the story, She hasn't shared the distressing details of Anthony's involvement. Next week, Ruby receives the DNA test results, but stuffs them into her handbag when Caleb returns home suddenly. Ruby then spends the rest of the day agonizing over what the results might show. She once again confides in Chas, who suggests that Caleb won't turn his back on his family regardless of the outcome. Despite these words of encouragement, Ruby wonders whether it's best to simply destroy the letter without ever looking at what the results say. The emotional situation comes to a head when Caleb searches through Ruby's handbag for painkillers. He finds the envelope containing the results and is baffled by the implications of Ruby organizing the test. As Caleb tries to find out what's going on, how much will Ruby share with him? And could the Milligans' marriage be impacted by what the results show? Beth Cordingley, who plays Ruby, explained, "She's like a deer stuck in the headlights at that moment. He is standing there looking at her, and until he says what the results are, she has no idea herself." So it's not even just the situation of walking in and finding out someone has found something that you didn't want them to find. On top of that is the bombshell that she doesn't know what's in it. So it's like this unexploded bomb he's holding, that he now knows the answer to, and no one else in the whole world knows. So she just doesn't really know what to do. I remember filming it. I remember exactly the feeling when I was standing there looking at him, thinking, there's so much going on. All it says on the DNA test is whether Caleb is the father or not. She continued, it's going to be emotional. Caleb is aware that there's only really one other person on the scene at that time, her friend Rob that her dad keeps talking about, who we saw in the flashback episode. It's only her and the audience that know he is gay. That's something that I think is really lovely that they've put in for Ruby. That is just a nice little thing that's never really mentioned, is the fact that she never, ever, at times when she could, she never says to her dad he was gay. The unraveling. A deeper look at Ruby and Caleb's crisis in Emmerdale. The idyllic facade of Ruby and Caleb's life is about to shatter in Emmerdale, as a long-buried secret threatens to explode, leaving their relationship hanging in the balance. The revelation of Ruby's traumatic past, coupled with a clandestine DNA test, sets the stage for a dramatic confrontation that will test the very foundations of their marriage. This exploration delves into the intricacies of this unfolding storyline, examining the emotional turmoil, the weight of hidden truths, and the potential consequences for the Milligan family. Ruby's past has been a source of unspoken pain, a shadow lurking beneath the surface of her present life. Recent episodes offered a glimpse into this darkness, revealing the devastating truth of her childhood sexual abuse at the hands of her father, Anthony. This deeply traumatic experience has left an indelible mark on Ruby, shaping her insecurities and influencing her present actions. The revelation that Anthony might be the biological father of her daughter, Steph, adds another layer of complexity to her already troubled past. This suspicion has driven her to secretly arrange a DNA test, a desperate attempt to uncover the truth and potentially rewrite the narrative of her life. This secret, however, is a ticking time bomb. Ruby's decision to keep Caleb in the dark, while confiding partially in her sister-in-law, Chas Dingle, creates a chasm of unspoken words and simmering tension. While Chas offers support and reassurance, suggesting that Caleb's love for his family will transcend any revelation, Ruby remains plagued by doubt. The fear of Caleb's reaction, coupled with the potential implications of the test results, weighs heavily on her. The internal conflict is palpable. Should she confront the truth head-on or bury it once more, hoping to protect her family from further pain?